So something I'm very interested in is the process of rolling out your albums. Just like the process of either like surprise dropping an album or like putting up singles, eventually like releasing an album, just the marketing of it in general. And something I've noticed a lot this year is that a lot of them are really bad. And this is not me making fun of the artist in any way. It's most of me just making fun of the label. Labels, please get your act together. I have a couple honorable mentions before we get into the 5 people that I picked. So first honorable mention is Kendrick Lamar, or basically the entire Top Dog Entertainment label, because it's been 3 years since his last album, and they started the rollout of the new one in March with PG Lang, which is a company with a couple cryptic videos that literally mean nothing. And then he went radio silent, and the label and everyone on his team are just saying soon. They've been saying soon since March. Hi, it's me editing. On Twitter, the hashtag #FreeSZA started trending because put up the tweet here. Yeah, Top Dog Entertainment, let your artist free, bro. It is now basically September. Please drop your album, Kendrick. I think we need it now. Somebody else I want to talk about. I'm gonna have to Google this because I didn't make a script for this video. A couple other people that I want to talk about in my honorable mention list. I don't really have a problem with the rollout of their albums, but necessarily they're putting old songs on their albums to boost streaming. Some of my favorite artists are doing this, like Post Malone put Sunflower on his album so that it went platinum like instantly. I don't know why he did that, or actually no, I do, money. Some artists that I don't even like really know about, like Ava Max, on her debut album which comes out, I want to say September, October, I don't know. But the closing track on the album is literally Sweet But Psycho, which came out August 17th, 2018. It's been 2 years since you put out that song, and you're putting it on your album, which comes out in the future? Really? Sam Hunt put out an album in January with the song Body Like a Back Road on it, which came out February 2nd, 2017. The song is literally over 3 years old, and you're putting it on your album in 2020. Come on, just make a new song that's that good. Or it's not even a good song, it was just popular. That song is garbage, but come on, just make a song like that again. Don't put the old song on the album. And the last honorable mention I want to talk about is New Found Glory. They didn't really mess up the album rollout, except their album leaked in full a couple months before they even announced an album. And then they had the guts to delay the album from the original release date. The album's basically already out, and you're gonna push back the date further? Like, come on. Alright, so the first really bad rollout of this year was Oliver Tree and Ugly is Beautiful. He started the rollout for the album in 2018. Well, I shouldn't say he, because the label did it. He started dropping singles for the album in 2018, and he finished the album in 2018. But the label was like, no, you have to have 1 million followers to drop the album. And then he kept on putting out singles till he hit 1 million followers. They're like, no, you need 2 million followers.
Why do you continue to have these false starts? Why do you keep canceling your album?
You think I wanted the album to come out 3 years after I signed with the label? The label is the one not letting me release this shit. You think I wanted to put out EPs? Why? That's the equivalent of taking your fucking book and having someone pull out a chapter and say, oh, well, this one will do. We can put that one out now, and maybe we'll put a chapter here. The fucking record label can go fuck themselves. I had maybe 5,000 to 10,000 followers. I talked to the label. I had a full album made, and I said, hey, what do you guys think? Can we drop this? And then they said, well, the truth is, Oliver, you're not going to drop an album till you have 1 million followers. Otherwise, it's not going to count as an album. And I said this, 1 million followers, and I can put out an album. And they said, 1 million followers, and you can put out an album. And I fucking 2 years later, I get 1 million followers, and I go to the label, and I'm like, all right, we've reached the fucking point. Aren't we ready to put an album out yet? And guess what they fucking told me?
Why don't you tell me? I don't want to guess.
You need to have 2 million followers before you drop an album. They literally told me that.
It's been 2 years and you've been dropping singles. Come on, label. And I see why he's quitting music now. Like, they just waited way too long to do stuff. Me live Googling. The next group I want to talk about is Paris. They originally had an album called Use Me that already, like half the songs were from an EP that they put out last year. So already the album, a lot of the songs were like out there already. And it was supposed to come out July 10th. And because of the protests, they delayed the album to basically September, August 28th. And then the label accidentally sent out physical copies of the album on the original release date. So the album leaked out a month in advance. And then they didn't even drop it. They're still waiting for August 28th. They just lost out on a month of revenue because of the leaks. So yeah, that was a big mess up on the label's part for accidentally sending out the merch. Alright, the next rollout I want to talk about is Green Day. The album came out. The album wasn't good. And this billboard should explain my feelings on it. And coming in second place for the worst rollout of the year, Crush Management, or the band that they're basically messing up, Weezer. So September 10th, 2019, they drop a single, The End of the Game. You just lost the game. For their upcoming album, Van Weezer, scheduled to come out May 25th. Except because of COVID, they delay the album, but they don't give a date. They drop The End of the Game, deafening silence until sometime in May, where they drop Hero. Everybody Needs a Hero, Logan Paul. And they just announced that the album is delayed. There's no new date, they're just delaying it indefinitely. And then, so that's 2 singles. The album is 10 songs. Now, they just dropped a third one, The Beginning of the End. Very similar title. It's a good song, but then they announced that the album's coming out May 7th, 2021. So basically a year from when they were originally scheduled to drop the album. And so I'm assuming they're going to consistently drop singles like every couple of months, so the album's basically going to be half out by the time it comes out in May. They did tease that they're going to come out with OK Human before Van Weezer, but like, just drop the album. It really doesn't matter anymore. And finally, the worst rollout of 2020 so far goes to Mr. Kanye West. Future president, I'm kidding. Yeah, basically So he put out a single, Wash Us in the Blood, fantastic song, one of the best songs of the year, and announced that it would be coming up on his forthcoming album, God's Country. He then proceeded to tweet about fonts a lot, and then announced that the album has been renamed to Donda after his mother, rest in peace, Donda West, and announced it would be coming out July 24th. Then he proceeded to post thousands of track lists. Put that up on the screen? Thank you, yeah. Thousands of track lists, all confirming the album would be coming out July 24th. July 24th comes, nothing. He doesn't even drop the album. It's just dead silence, except for some time that night, he tweets about a wall instead of dropping the album. It has been since confirmed that the album wasn't even finished on July 24th. Album named after his dead mom. Shut up. He basically announced that an album named after his dead mom, and then it just didn't come out. So let's go over some of my favorite tweets from him, because he has tweeted consistently about nothing. I really like this "Me and Steve Harvey was hungry" tweet. Then there's him at a Chick-fil-A board meeting. Some tweets about Othello. Something that I actually found about while filming a video in the past, the Jesus TikTok. Okay, literally while I'm editing this video, this part of the video, Kanye tweets that he literally is in contact with TikTok. He's literally going to make Jesus TikTok. I was actually up for this one. At 12:55 a.m., he tweets, "There's so many lonely emojis, man," and then proceeds to tweet about random emojis. Then he tweets about Guns N' Roses and Nirvana. Oh yeah, so he tweets about his favorite chair as well. I really like the video of him going down the slide. The Friday tweet is another classic. I think the best ones were either "In Jesus' Name, No More Cap" or Drake. Oh, and one last thing. How did I forget about the DaBaby tweets? Come on.
Let's go!
So yeah, Kanye, if you're watching this, just drop the album, dude. It's been a month. That concludes this video. Labels, just please get better, dude. Please, just drop an album. That's what you're supposed to do. Just drop that album.